Right, good morning friends. So, welcome to this test batch orientation for the year 2022. See, we all know the preliminary results have come. Some have qualified, many have not qualified. I would want to take a separate class, separate video for that matter, about the questions, the toughness of the questions, the strategy, etc. about the preliminary which they have asked in 2021, which will make separate video, which I already made, will publish it. Now, what is the change of the trend in UPSC preliminary? See, every year, what is the feedback which every UPSC aspirant who is writing the preliminary is saying is same. What is it same? He said that after writing the preliminary, whatever we prepared did not come. And definitely this year the UPSC had kept some twist. Sometimes people in the year in 2016, when only current affairs was asked, around 30 questions current affairs were asked, students said that, sir, we did not expect this trend. Then the before year they asked, medieval India 12 questions they asked. Only medieval India 12 questions. Then people said, sir, what is this shock? We did not know this UPSC could do this. Is it not? Then one more year, only map questions. Around 10 to 15 map questions they asked. Map, only map based questions. Whether geography is map, history also some map had been put. So what is one thing, including this year also, people said, sir, we prepared well, but the question, when you see the question, sir, it is not conventional, it is outside, current affairs were less. So the criticism about the UPSC's question paper remains the same, irrespective of the years, despite of many changes. So this will keep continuing. Next year also you are going to say the same thing. Might be you people have not known, you people are just in the field for 1 or 2 years. But I have been seeing this question paper for the past 20 years. And all the students after the preliminary examination, when this question paper they have done it, then when they come out, the same feedback they have given that this is not what we predicted. Definitely UPSC is not going to keep the question papers or from the areas in which you have read. That is not their business. They are into a business of trying to restrict as many aspirants as possible using one trick or another trick. And they just wanted to ensure that they could remain unpredictable. They could remain unpredictable. There are no set boundaries for the UPSC to say that this many questions we'll ask from this area, this many questions we have to ask from this area. The UPSC is not under any compulsion to put those type of questions. The colleges, you can go and ask this topic, this many questions will come in the college, you can see in the syllabus. The school also, they used to put a case if the questions are not coming from some topics. UPSC is totally different. For example, in some year, you will be surprised to know in 1 year in polity, just 2 questions had put in polity. Okay, I think the year is 2018 or something. You can just go and refer. Just 2 questions from polity. Can you believe this? So you cannot go and put a case. This year, so many questions have appeared from the polity area. And sports, they never used to ask. Never. But in 2003, once I remember they asked 1 or 2 questions in sports. This year they asked a question in sports. So the students say, sir, so should we have to read sports also in the next year? And people said that every year we are reading about the national parks, wildlife sanctuary, all these areas we read. But see, this year the questions, they have not come. Yeah, this is how it will be. So what is our strategy? What should be our strategy? Our strategy should be keep ourselves ready for any type of eventualities. If I am going to prepare you for this test batch or the 2022 preliminary, in any one particular dimension, you are again going to miss this bus in 2022. Our approach is going to put all type of bouncers, all type of questions with syllabus, without syllabus. That's how we are going to integrate the test batch. That's how we are going to keep the questions in the test batch as well. Now some people may ask the question, sir, whatever we read, they are not going to ask. No, sir, why should we read? Is it not? Sir, you are telling, sir, whatever we are reading, they are not going to ask the same questions. Right, I understand this. They may not ask you the same area. You understand? So why should we prepare for that matter? So if you think like this, you need not have to prepare. But if you don't prepare, you are not going to clear. Sure shot, not clearing is the result. So if we prepare, what we have to prepare? I have identified out of these 100 questions which has been asked in the preliminary, I have identified close to 47 questions which any common person can do. A person who is in this UPSC field preparing for 1 year, he can easily do this 47 questions. The 47 areas which are very normal for any aspirant who is in the field for 1 year at least. I'll publish this video which I separately made. On these 47 questions, if you do not know, that means either you have not prepared well or you are not using the right material. So what I am telling, if you prepare for those areas which you can prepare, and if you could anticipate for those areas which the UPSC could ask the questions, definitely I think sailing the preliminary would not be a big problem. All the students who are preparing can easily sail this preliminary. They have to pass this preliminary. 110 marks they can easily get. That's what I believe. Many people, myself, I am also a senior aspirant. I have seen 20 years of UPSC question papers. Seeing the question paper, I said the question paper, yeah, many questions can be doable. Of course, there are some areas which are very tricky, which are very difficult. Who bothers about those 15-20 questions? I don't want those 15-20 questions. I just want 60 questions. I just want 60 questions. In that also, if net 55 questions are coming, then I am fine with it. Okay, I don't bother whether 20 questions they had put which I do not know, the areas which I did not read. That all is not so significant for us. For me, those 55 questions to 60 questions which I am attempting, for sure shot, it matters. It matters. Is it not? So we have to have a strategy. We have to keep certain fundamentals ready. We have to keep preparing. Sir, we are supposed to write a test batch every week because it brings a discipline in us. Every week you have to read some area. We will shortlist the areas. We will tell you. Every week you have to prepare. Every week you have to attempt this test batch. Then having attempted the test batch, you will sit for the discussion. Whatever the questions is being put, more than that we will discuss in the discussions. So in a span of, let us say, 1 year, you will try to accumulate so much information. These informations will store in your mind, and these informations may help you to solve a few more questions in the preliminary which are going to appear in 2022. The purpose of this test batch is what? The purpose of this test batch is that we will increase the storage of the information, storage of the analysis, storage of your memory for the next preliminary, which is 2022. The more information you know, the more content you know, the better you will analyze a question. The better you will solve this question. There are some questions, see, for basically, despite of the fact that I am specialized only in history and geography, other areas also I saw this year the question paper, I solved this question paper. Just when the question paper came out, I looked at all the questions. Many questions are doable, easy only. Many questions are doable. People are telling, sir, I chose these two optionals. I did not know in these two options which to pick. Whatever those options which I picked, the other option was the right answer, people used to say. We will shortlist this, we will find a solution for this, we'll create a strategy for this. Okay, we'll adopt all these things. So the test batch is mainly aimed at, number 1, increasing your capacity. Number 2, bringing in a discipline. Number 3, the test batch is a practice. It is an unconscious practice it should be. Sir, what is this unconscious practice you are telling? Whenever you see any question, your mind not only consciously, unconsciously it should think in objective way. Objective. When you see a question, immediately your mind should say these are the probable answers. Then it has to check the answers A, B and C. Then among them which is the closest answer. That you have to mark. Are we understanding this? So the point is, whenever you are solving any questions, whenever you are seeing any data, not only in the questions in the newspaper, in the NCERT books, your mind should think in an objective way. How these questions may be framed. If you are reading one page in your NCERT book, your mind should take from this one page, your mind should take one question is there. So this is how the question they will be framing. Otherwise, you don't need to see any other thing. Just mark that point in the NCERT preparation. reading when you are doing this, just mark this page, mark in the page, mark that only paragraph, because that is the only paragraph which is significant where questions can come. So like this, when you flip over all the NCERTs, in any one NCERT maybe there will be some 30-40 areas where the questions may be framed. When you are revising, only revise those 30-40 paragraphs, that will be sufficient. Instead of reading the first page, okay, in 1707 Aurangzeb died. Who bothers when Aurangzeb died or alive? That's not going to be put as a question. Are we understanding this? So, develop your ability to analyze, develop your ability to see the content as questions for the preliminary. That is a very important ability. So that this test batches will help. These test batches, every week you are doing 100 questions. So whenever you see any newspaper also, you will see this data. Okay, this is a question, this is a question. Like the question and answer format, it will be in your mind. It will be stored in your mind. So that you have to do. Are you understanding? For that also we are preparing your mind. Thirdly, there is one more thing. Fourthly, that is that, see, you are having next time till the next June. 5/6/2022 is your preliminary date, if I am right. So you are having so much time for the preliminary. And the next mains, again it will be shorter, it will be less time. So I suggest that at least for the next 2.5 months, you have to simultaneously prepare something for your mains as well. Something for your mains. At least the answer writing you have to practice. And preliminary, if it is so difficult for many of the people, mains will be very, very difficult, I am telling you. You will know about the importance of the mains only if you clear the preliminary. People think that, sir, I am good at mains, just I have to clear this preliminary. Once I clear the preliminary, sir, I will reach the rank list, people say. No, mains is very difficult also. So in the mains, you have to write some answers. So for that also, we have integrated in the test batch. There is a component of the mains also we have integrated. Weekly one mains test we will keep. Okay, I have clearly given a scheduled what syllabus is going to be, how much hours the test is going to be, how the discussion is going to be, etc. I have given. So those people who are interested in trying to develop their ability of answer writing, mains answer writing, they can also get integrated with this test batch. With the mains component they can integrate. So weekly one mains test they will write, one preliminary test on Sunday they will write. Mains test is going to be on Wednesdays. You understand? So that mains also you should do some work, I am thinking. So I have tried to amalgamate the syllabus, which is for the preliminary test batch, and for the mains also I have tried to amalgamate the same syllabus so that you need to read one content for both the preliminary as well as for the mains. So with the same content you are going to attempt the preliminary test, with the same content you are going to attempt some mains answers. Okay, that's how we have integrated. So I have created this schedule, we have made this schedule keeping only one thing in mind. That thing is what? We have to simplify the planning part for the students. I am not keeping the preliminary test in ancient India and keeping the mains test in, let us say, science and technology. That is not going to be an integrative approach. We have had an approach where it is integrative. Okay, integrative. How? Whatever you are reading for the preliminary, mains, same would come. Like this, we have devised this. Okay, so I think if you genuinely do this test batch properly, if you genuinely do all this mains part properly, definitely the possibility of you clearing the next preliminary will increase. Nobody can guarantee you that 100% you are going to clear the preliminary next year. Nobody can guarantee you. I can't guarantee. Even if I am writing the preliminary next year, 2022, some students used to say, sir, like some other examinations where they used to write, no, teachers used to come and write the test for us students. Can't you do this? You almost spoon feeding. Most of the institutes they have begun to spoon feed. Surprisingly, they have not fed the spoon to them. Okay. The name of spoon feeding, everything is spoon fed. That is why the problem in the preliminary test batch is coming. Preliminary, the UPSC preliminary 2021 question paper had come. The students have to read something on their own. Whatever everybody is spoon feeding from that area, only limited questions would come. You should be able to explore yourself. You should be able to know yourself. You should be aware about what is happening around. That awareness I cannot spoon feed you. As an institute, I can spoon feed the content, NCERT content, we can spoon feed. That also, actually, I am against the aspect of spoon feeding from our side. Okay, as a mentor myself, I have been mentoring the students. I am slightly against the concept of 100% spoon feeding. You are making the student less intelligent and dumb in the name of spoon feeding. I am totally against it actually. Of course, we have to initially help the students, but we have to gradually help him to help himself. That is our purpose of the teaching, our purpose of mentoring, our purpose of way in which the class is going. How we do? First we help you so that over a period of time you will help yourself, you will learn yourself. Not that from the first day till the last day, just before the day of examination also, I am going to feed you with content, and with the content swallowed, you are going to clear the preliminary. That's not going to happen. The UPSC says we don't want people who are spoon fed. Okay, I do not want to spoon feed you. I don't want to feed you spoon also. That's not our purpose. My purpose is to make you read, to make you understand, to give you a clear perspective. You should be self-learning. You should be self-learning. Most of the questions in the preliminary, for that matter, if you see, they are all out of the normal areas which any competitive institutes, any coaching institutes do. So from where can we do all these questions? Very easy. If you are just reading the newspaper every day, in the name of current affairs magazines, in the name of monthly issues, means fortnightly issues, what has happened? Most of the students, they are not even reading the newspaper. That's what it is happening. See, these monthly magazines and the institute current affairs materials is a complementary to your daily newspapers. It is not a supplementary. Please understand this very clearly. You are reading the newspaper, the current affairs content is just going to match, overlap. Not that the current affairs is going to replace your newspaper. Most of the people have done this. That is why the disaster in the preliminary has happened for most. Many of the students who are preparing, okay, they have not cleared. They have narrowly missed this preliminary. I know that. Now, focus more on the wider areas. Syllabus is important because UPSC is never defining the syllabus, by the way. It is just giving a description of the syllabus. Which telling, sir, these are the areas where questions would come. These are the topics where I can put questions. Doesn't mean that they have to put questions only from there. Is it not? So, read one newspaper. Regularly, you read one newspaper. Whatever spoon feeding the institutes give, take it. Use your intelligence to decipher the information. Take whatever is required. Understanding each and every student is different. The nature and the needs of each and every student is different. One shoe can't fit all. It can't fit all. Is it not? Individual approach is needed. So any student who is having some difficulty in any one area, any one topic, in anything, has to meet individually me or somebody in our organization to find their problem. Then we'll help them out. Of course, we'll give one general teaching for all. If individuals, if they have some other problems in the process of the test batch, in the process of answer writing, definitely the individuals can meet and we can have different solutions based on your understanding, based on your level, where you are there, based on your commitment level to the examination and your commitment level to the other things. Based on that, we can devise. Is it not? So, even if I write the preliminary, I cannot say whether I will be clearing this examination in 2022 or not, because nobody can say. Nobody can say. That is how this examination, the preliminary examination, is uncertain. Mains, we can say that I will clear. Yeah, I can say. I can say that in the history options, if you give the paper, I can score this much marks, I can say. This many map locations we can do, I can say. But prelims is always a bit risky, so I don't want to be a victim to this uncertainty. Uncertainties could become certainty if you plan. Certainties would become uncertainty if you do not plan. So you plan and prepare. Uncertainties to some extent can be brought into certainty. I am not telling 100%, but to some extent can be brought into certainty. Are we understanding this? So keeping all this in the mind, all the needs in the mind, we have devised this test batch. And this test batch schedule is available in the online, in our website it is available, in our Telegram groups it is available. Okay, it is surprising that most of the students are too much fed that they do not know what is in front of them. We have announced this test batch and people are coming and asking yesterday, sir, we do not know when is the test batch, sir, what is the schedule. I had already put the schedule in the net. Please go through the schedule, apply your mind. I am also just for you, just 2 minutes, I am just going to brief something about the schedule. Okay, nothing more. Just you see 1 or 2 points only, I am just going to highlight. Okay. First thing, I have kept this word, you must know, dreams to destiny. Many people ask me, okay, they have put this word dream to destiny. Okay, which we have been using this for at least 6 months time, I am thinking. People say, sir, do you believe in destiny? They ask this question to me. Okay, let me answer this. Okay, sir, are you the person who believe in destiny? Some of the parents, they have come. Sir, are you believing in destiny? How can you believe in destiny? I said, forget about all this concept of destiny, rebirth, soul. I am not speaking about the religious concept of destiny. Destiny means the end. Destination, the word we are using. No, the word destination comes from the word destiny. Destination, destiny, they are all synonymous to some extent. Destination means the place where you want to reach. Where you want to begin, you all know. You are all sitting in the class. You are all present here. Is it not? So, end destination means we all know where our destination wants to be. Everybody wants to go some. Sorry, is it not? You want to go to this Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Administrative Studies. So, you want to go there and you want to do a training. You want to become IAS, IPS. So, our destiny is certain. So, everybody is having a dream to go to this destiny. So, I am telling we are trying to help you to reach your destiny, which is your dream. Are we understanding? Anyhow, let it go. So, this prelims, okay. What are the areas which will focus? So, we are going to conceptual areas. We all know where some students have issues with concepts. There are some questions. Your pressure cooker question was asked. I think this preliminary. And people are coming with divergent answers to me, sir. Pressure cooker lid, if you are putting on the top, how the flame will affect the temperature? Simple physics question. People ask, sir, you are measuring in the space the distance through the light years. Why the question asked? Simple fundamental questions. And very surprising that students, they do not know some of these answers. Is it not? So, we will give this. On topics, mostly if you see, there are some topics which are frequently repeated. Not only topics which are frequently repeated, you will be surprised when there are questions also which are frequently repeated in the preliminary. Okay, so we have to not only do my questions of this whole year, if time permits, you do the last 10 years preliminary question paper, you revise it. 10 years, except the current affairs part of the 10 years question paper, you revise only the conventional part, around 60-70 questions will be there. Only the conventional part you revise, that is a key to success in 2022. Okay, then there is going to be NCERT level test also we are going to keep. Okay, I have devised, we are going to see, I'll just show you the different gradations, I will show you. We are planning tests from the NCERTs. Why I am focusing on the NCERTs? They are the fundamentals. They are the fundamentals. Without NCERT, if you are trying to see reaching your UPSC without NCERTs, without the route, you are going to reach the tree. That's always difficulty. Many people are confessing to me now, some of my own students, that just yesterday they came and told me, sir, we are sorry to say, you have not read the NCERTs. I said, you are preparing for 2 years, 3 years, you have not read the NCERTs? No, sir, you have not read the NCERTs. So I am thinking people who are watching this video, definitely most of you have not read your NCERTs. If you are not reading the NCERTs, please understand your fundamentals are not clear. If your fundamentals are not clear, definitely you are not going to clear the UPSC. That much you must know. Next, of course, there is going to be a detailed discussion of every test. We are known for our discussions. We all know we keep the test for 2 hours and we kill you with the discussion for 3.5 hours. This is our strategy. People know us. People who know us, they know. Is it not? Next, special attention for map. Of course, there are map questions. There is a way in which map has to be read. I had made some classes about the map, how to read map and all. If people have time and interest, you can go and see my prevision map classes. I have posted in my YouTube channel. I had put some map areas, how to do this map, how map systematically has to be studied. I have uploaded some questions. You just go and see this way in which we are doing the map. Personal mentoring, I need not have to say anything about the personal mentoring because every institute now claims, everybody says that he is personally mentoring. So I don't want to go deep into that. But people who know us, they know what personal mentoring really means. Personal mentoring is not that two individuals come and sit and talk for long about the movies. No, that's not personal mentoring. Is it not? In personal mentoring, the person has to genuinely take interest in you. If I am mentoring you, that means I am genuinely interested in you. And if you are coming to me to mentorship, means you are also believing that I could bring some change in your preparation. If these two things are not there, then mentoring is not going to work. If any one thing is also missing, it is not going to work. I may be genuinely interested in you, but you may feel that like him, I have seen 10 people. So he is just one of the 10, so I will take something from him. Is it not? Then what is going to happen? You are going to take the head of an elephant, okay, claws of the tiger, body of an leopard, tail of an anteater. So you will become an animal which is intolerable. Is it, people? That's what people do. Like the Indian Constitution, what did we do? Is it? We took the best part from everybody. Sir, working of the Constitution, there is a book. You just go and see the book, Working of the Constitution. How the Constitution had worked in the past 75 years. We took the best from every constitutions. That means we should be the best democracy. No. questions in the preliminary test also, in the UPSC preliminary, questions have come with the constitution. A lot of questions. What is the state, they asked? What is the state? Which defines the best what is the best definition of the state they have given? 4 statements they have given. So we have taken the concept of democracy, constitution from different countries' constitution we have taken. So that means we should be the best democracy in the world. Why we are not the best? That means, like this, what the integration has happened. Elephant's head, because elephant head is very big. So because elephant head has got an extra hand to eat, so we have taken that. Stomach, we have seen dinosaur stomach we have taken because it can consume a lot of food. Leg, horses run faster, so we have integrated the leg of an horse. Is it not? Eye, eagle's eyes can see very, so we have integrated eagle's eye. Then the resultant animal, I hope you know how it emerges. I am not criticizing anything about the constitution, please don't take me wrongly. I am thinking that you can take a lot of things from different, but you should know how to integrate. How to integrate, in what combination it has to be integrated. It is like 10 cooks coming and integrating from different food, and they make some food which is not going to be palatable. You understand this? So please, mentoring, please apply your mind on this, people. Okay. So we are having totally 33 tests. That's what we are telling. What is the level? So we have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, different levels. What is the level means? Level 1 means NCERT test. So different levels we are keeping. The level 5 is going to be the toughest level. This is UPSC level, that is going to be all India mock test. Level 4 is also UPSC level only. So level 4 and level 5, they are up to the UPSC levels. All other levels we have divided based on your gradually learning speed. Initially the questions are going to be very easy. The questions in the first levels, they are going to be very easy. We are just going to be NCERT based. There will be one word questions. Don't means judges through these types of questions. Okay, we'll publish these questions in the net. People say this question I can also do. Like people used to say, no, seeing your test preliminary question paper 2021. Some of your friends could say, I could easily clear this examination because he knows 2 answers out of 100. Is it not? He says, sir, I can easily do this. And your father may take the question and say, I know 4. If I know 4, definitely it's easy. It is easy only. No, that's not so. So like this, don't calculate as based on these are the level 1. They are simple, slightly gradated. That's what I am telling. The toughness level is increasing. So that's what it is. Next, I have given the whole syllabus. This is what we used to do. Is it not? See, for example, test number 1 starting on Sunday. Next Sunday we are going to have the test. Okay, the topics are polity and history. What are the books we have to refer? I have given very clearly. Like this. So we have planned this for you. Just you have to refer the sources. Now people ask me this another question. Sir, in 1 week you have given 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard polity. How are we going to read? Sir, the whole 6th standard, one part only is going to be there. Are we understanding? We are not telling read the whole syllabus of the 6th standard. No. In the polity or history, in the 6th standard there is an history book. Just read those books. Only that small book you read it. Second part, even if you have not read the whole thing, don't deny to write the test. Come and attend the test. We all know that if I tell you to do something which you could do it perfectly, then I am not a good teacher. I should give you an assignment wherein which you should find it difficult to do it. Not with comfort. Still there should be something left to do. Is it not? So that you will always be aiming to go up. If I am giving you a target to complete in a short duration of time, if you are completing in the short duration of time, then what is there to do more? I definitely would give you a target which is slightly not able to be completed by you. Is it not? So definitely we are just going to push you in. Okay. So you can see all the test wise we have put test number 2, test number 3, all we have given everything. It is clearly the test schedule is available. I am not going to explain each and every. I can't say it in standard science book means what. Okay, I have given chapter wise also what are the chapters which covers. Okay, environment means chapter number 14, 15, 16 you have to see. Like this we have given some content. So it is very clearly given. Just go through this syllabus. I am not just going to say anything. Okay. So there are different levels. Okay. So you go through all this. CSAT also we are sufficiently covered. Okay, about the CSAT, we all know CSAT how the insignificant paper had been made to significant by the UPSC. We all know the CSAT. Separately, I will make a video about the CSAT also a bit later. Okay, CSAT, it is definitely a qualifying paper, but now it has become a paper in which it pulls your leg if you don't give it much needed attention. Definitely, it's just a qualifying paper. Now the UPSC says, don't see that it is not just, it is very, very important. Is it not? So we are giving sufficient CSAT test also. We integrated sufficient CSAT test also in the test batch. So you have to just see this schedule. It is all available. CSAT we have integrated. Okay. Just we'll see any other points if you have to discuss. Right, that's it. Okay. Now this is a clear roadmap. Okay, there is going to be a clear roadmap. 5-level incremental. I have given all. Okay, we have just combined all this. Okay, there are different levels. I have given names for each and levels. Okay, learn from the NCERT. Undertake the combo. Combo means there are two areas. Okay, each and every test will have 2 specializations. It's called combo. Subject specialization means one subject. That whole test is going to be specializing only one subject. For example, history separately you will have one paper. Geography you will have one paper. Polity you will have economy, environment. Science and technology will have separate one papers. Like this we have decided. Test the UPSC means level of UPSC. Okay, UPSC's level will give you in this test batch. Next we have Sadik All India mock test means this is a mock test open for all. That's what we have said. Okay, graded questions. All I have spoken about this. Okay. Discussion will be done. That's what I have given. Test timing will be 8 to 10 a.m. Every Sunday 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. There is going to be the test. Then the discussion will be 10:30 to 1:30. I have given. It may extend slightly more also depending on the subject. Okay. So this is the test timing. Okay. This is the test timing and this is discussion time. Secondly, there are 2 ways in which we conduct the test. One is an online test. Another is an offline. What is the difference? Online means you log in through the online portal which we have. You can just, we'll give you an ID number or something. You just go into that. You solve the questions there. Immediately you will get the marks and all the things will, explanation also will be there. So that is an online medium of the test. Having joined for the online, you can get also the explanation videos through online. All the explanation videos also you will get. It will be an online test, but those students who cannot come and attend here, you will have an online medium. So you get the online videos also after the test discussion. After one day you will get this, maximum one day. Okay, you will get these videos. Offline students, they can come here directly like you are all sitting. So you can attend our test. As we all know, in the offline, the space is limited. We all know. So the demand for offline, the seats are limited. If you want to enroll for offline, so it is better that you just come a bit early because I'm just keeping a limited number of seats this year. So offline, you come first, you register first. Okay. Online, of course, it's online. We all know there's unlimited number of seats. You can join anytime, but earlier the better. First, make a decision whether you have to write this preliminary 2022 and clear this preliminary or not. Number 2, if you have decided that, what would be the step? How are you going to do this? Either you are going to do a test on your own, or you are going to take a test batch, or you are going to do something. First, have a clear roadmap of what you want to do. What you want to do? Clearly have a roadmap. Then you begin to act. You can think many times before taking any decision. There is nothing wrong. You can, in the mind, you can think, you can do whatever you want. Having decided that this is the decision you want to take, now immediately you implement it. Immediately you implement it. Okay, we all know being an UPSC aspirant is very, very tough. Being an UPSC aspirant is very tough. We all know this. Is it not? It's very tough. Okay? But unless you are tough, you are not going to clear. The UPSC makes you tough. The UPSC makes you bleed. We all know this. The UPSC makes you tough. The UPSC makes you bleed. Unless you bleed, unless you become tough, you are not going to be suitable for the job in which you are going to be recruited. Being an IAS officer, you need to have a tough skin. Is it not? You need to have a hard skin. Being an IPS officer, of course, we do not have to say. You have to meet a lot of people from the lowest rogue to the highest MP minister you have to meet. Being an IPS officer, you have to deal with this. Okay, pickpocket to the top level, you have ministers. Dealing with all them is very difficult. You do not have to adopt the same method. You do not adopt the same technique. So, being an UPSC aspirant, you should adopt everything. You should learn everything. In the process of the preparation itself, you have to learn everything. Because that is one thing the UPSC does. So, do you think that people used to tell me, sir, he's an IAS, he's cleared IAS examination. Just by 3 months in the training, by fundamental training, they can teach you to become an IAS in 3 months. Most of the people who clear this examination already they have become half IAS in the preparation itself. mental toughness, how to handle stress, emotional intelligence, everything they overcome, they learn it self-learn, they learn it on their own. In the process of preparation itself, they learn it. Maybe in the training they tell you do's and don'ts in the job. No, they tell you what is the roles and responsibilities of an IAS, IPS. That they can teach you. But lot of the lessons is already learned by being an aspirant. So if you are an aspirant, if you are a real aspirant, you learn everything now itself. Are you understanding? So that's what it is. That the preparation is going to be tough. Every week you are going to write a test. Every week you don't have any vacations. You are not going to have any holidays. No birthday, no death day. There's no days for you. You understand this? So do your best and be the best and clear this examination with success. We are going to be with you. Okay, if you are genuine, we are going to be with you 100%. If you are not genuine also, we are going to be with you 100%, but we are not going to clear. If you are not genuine, be genuine and clear this examination. Put your mind, heart and soul towards it. Is it not? Definitely success will be yours, victory will be yours. God bless you. This session is meant to be just a brief session, small session. Okay, so God bless you. Will not consume a lot of your time. Start preparing. All the very best. Thank you.